Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy Darian coming at you with an American Truck Simulator video. We picked up that trailer that I talked about in the last video, and we got quite the ride. So let's turn the parking brake off and get straight into it. We're going to have to take this turn really wide. Wow. It's a double jointed trailer, so we're going to have to take it really wide. To be able to get it out of here without a problem. We got it out of there, no problem. So let's get it out of here, and I think we're gonna be good from here. We can more or less finesse our way out of the city. Well, I hope you guys are all having a good day. I'm going to go ahead and preface this video. I'm going to try to keep this video as positive as possible. You know, but you can probably tell by the title of this video. Hello, I have a green light, guys. You guys need to wait. Hey, what? Are you serious? Hello? I have the green light. What are you doing, dude? That's not how that works, buddy. I don't know where you got your license, but that ain't how it works. I have the green light too. You have to wait for me. But anyways, so I think it's no secret that I have a primarily uh, younger support base. I'd say a majority of my supporters are in between the ages of, I'd probably say 10 and 18, mainly in the preteens to early to mid teenage years. I obviously do have some older supporters as well, but for the most part, it's gonna be what I stated. So with that comes a lot of things that you're gonna have to deal with and go through in your life that you're not going to understand, or you're going to be looking for answers. And a lot of the answers, I'm going to dominate this lane because I'm going to need it. Yeah. Alright, we made that turn there, and we're going to make a left here. A lot of the things that you learn in life is going to be life experience. And if you don't have that life experience, you're not going to fully know how to handle a situation. And I recently went through a situation that I had never handled before as well. I put out the video one day at a time, and it was probably one of the most emotional videos I've ever made. I have to say, in my 21 years of living, um, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's probably the most down or depressed I've ever been. The last 3-ish weeks. Um, and I mean, so anybody that's gone through a breakup with somebody you actually care about is gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. It just feels as though um, everything that you had or cared about was just ripped away from you kind of instantly. And I'm not gonna lie, these last 2 or 3 weeks, I did some things that, you know, 2 months ago I wouldn't have done the same thing, right? And I acknowledge that, and I personally, because of the state of mind that I was in, I did some things that after I took a step back and looked at, I admit I shouldn't have done. Um, and I regret that. And it made things worse for me. And I'm not going to go into details, but this is all life experience. I'm not going to blame it on anything else other than myself, and not not understanding at the time what I was doing, right? And I wasn't drunk, I wasn't on medications. It's I was in a situation where I've I don't have depression. I've never felt that way before. I've never felt that down before. To the point where even my best friends were wondering what's going on. They were worried for me, and that's a really scary place to be. And what this all leads up to is this isn't meant to be a depressing video. This is kind of that part was really me just talking about my experience, and how I've gained the knowledge that I'm going to talk in the rest of the video about. Obviously, going through high school and stuff, you meet a lot of people, you go through a lot of things, um, where it's really important that you, as a person, learn to accept yourself in a way. And I watched this video. It's by Medea, and it's Let Them Go. And I watched the video, and I've watched it at least 20 times over the last week, just this week. And it's a really powerful video because I've learned that you can learn a lot of from other people, and that requires you to acknowledge the fact that you don't know everything. And sometimes for people that are kind of ego driven, that may be a little bit harder. But I admit that, I'm not afraid to say that I don't know everything. I don't understand everything. People see me as this super smart guy that just kind of gets life, and you know it's not like that, right? I admit that I do have a very good. Ooh, I accidentally just turned on the parking brake. I do admit that I have a very positive outlook on life. I look at things very openly, and I'm not afraid to voice my opinion. Um, I do have, I don't want to say a lot because I'm only 21, but I do have a good amount of life experience, and you know, my advice isn't always going to be right. My advice isn't always going to be solid, but it's going to be how I interpreted things. And you have to be true to yourself. Medea explained it like roots on a tree. Uh, she used it as an entire tree. You are the trunk of the tree. Okay, you are the foundation of the tree. And in life, there's three kinds of people. There are the leaves, the branches, and the roots. The leaves are a majority of the people that you meet. They come and they go. They flow with the wind. They're just going wherever life takes them. And you're not necessarily on their path. You're just kind of there, right? You may help them grow up, but eventually they're going to break off the tree and they're going to 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 float away with the wind. Um, and then there's people that are branches. They're there. They're a little bit stronger. These are like your best friends in high school and stuff like that. But you have to be careful because it's kind of a seasonal thing. Medea explains it a lot better than I than I am. I'm giving a very basic rundown of what she says. If you really want to hear like the actual wording for how she says it, it's super good. It's super inspirational. I would honestly go as far as to say it's an educational video. It's really good, and I I wish that you could take statistics and apply it to it so that you could call it a fact. I have to, technically label it an opinion, but in my honest opinion, she's right. Everything she is saying sounds as factual as can be. And when you're going through life, you're gonna find, you know, only a few people in your life that are like the roots on a tree. And those are the people, and she says this in her video that she never pushes somebody out of her life. If somebody is doing something to you that isn't working, you have to sit down and you have to talk with them and you have to say, this is what you're doing wrong, and if you want to continue to be a part of my life, this needs to change. If that person is willing to change and willing to do the things that are necessary to stay in your life, that is somebody that you should hold on to. That is somebody that you should never give up on, because those are the people that care about you. Those are the people that feed you. So going back to the tree, and this is where it just blew my mind when I really understood what she was trying to say, is that a single tree can live on two or three roots that support all the branches and the leaves and help and make the tree grow. And the roots stay there forever. Those are the roots. And you're only gonna run into a handful of those people in your lifetime. And when you find them, you really do have to hang on to them. You can't let them go. And the biggest mistake that people make is mixing up seasonal people with lifetime expectations. And I think that's exactly how she worded it. And when I heard her say that, I just started clapping. I mean, it's just so wide. It's amazing how in touch with life people can be, to understand it and be able to explain it so accurately on that level. It's like I never would have thought about it like that. And I'm sure Medea has a writer or whatever. I don't know that much about Medea. I did kind of do a little bit of research, but I'm not going to claim to be some Medea expert. Okay. I do know that she has like her own show, I think it was, and I think the skit was actually off of a show. It was off of a talk show or something, or like a skit or something like that. And it's just insane that people can be that smart. And obviously I went through, you know, ooh, gonna hit some tumbleweeds. All right. Nothing less than good old tumbleweeds. I don't know what that accent was supposed to be. Please ignore that. By the way, this is going to be a very long trip, so we are going to cut this probably pretty soon. Um, but I'm just going to finish up this point about life, and this applies to everybody. You have to really be careful with who you trust. And you got to make sure that if somebody is willing to put the time and effort in to to being to being your friend and is willing to change for the betterment of you, then you need to make that, you need to hold on to those people, because those people will be with you till the end. With that said, I'm going to cut it here, and we will start back up when we get a little bit closer. We are getting a little tired here. My guy just yawned. So we're going to be looking for a rest area. And actually, I do think we're going to pull up this in order to find one. Because... it looks like there might be one up here on I-40. A little bit more to our east, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's take it. We're gonna put our navigation system like this. We are going a little fast, but that is because I'm trying to get us to somewhere fast before my guy says, oh well, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. I did turn up the audio a little bit because I was aware that it was a little hard to hear. Hopefully this isn't too overpowering. If it is, I'm gonna kind of mess with it and yep, there he goes, yawning again. So hopefully we can get to one fast. We still have 11 hours on our trip. This is a long trip, guys. This is a long one. So I'm just afraid that he's gonna go to sleep on us, and I really don't want that to happen. Because I think you end up crashing if you do. So let's see, how much farther? Is that even gonna be someplace to sleep? I don't even know. I don't know. We are truly crossing our fingers here, guys. Hopefully it is. I guess all I can do is hope. It looks like it might be. Oh no, I don't think it is. Oh, are we screwed? It's a rest area? Oh, it's a way station. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Let's turn in here. Alright. So where's our next... Oh, man. Where's our next, place to sleep gonna be, man? Oh, God. Look at that. And we still have all this to go, guys. Alright, let's, man, we got a haul, dude. We got a haul. Our guy's gonna go to sleep on us. This is not good. This is not good at all. We are on crunch time right now, guys. Really bad. Really bad. Alright, man. It's right up there. I can see it on the map. Let me stay in my lane. The guy's tired, not me. I don't know why I'm swerving out of my lane. I feel like this is really loud. The game is really loud. I feel like it's hard to hear me. So let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. Still a little loud, but I think it's, I don't know. I'll have to listen and see how it sounds. I think the moral of what I was saying earlier is that it's really important to just be careful who you trust. And once you do trust somebody, make sure you kind of hold on to that. Um, Especially if you think that person's a root to your tree. If you think of somebody and you're like, that person is that person cares about me and that person wants to be a part of my life, you should, unless them being a part of your life is actually hurting you, um, in which case that's when you have to make that decision on your own. Oh no, my guy, no, 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 stay awake, man, stay awake. We're gonna get you there. Speed, boy, speed, faster. I wish this truck could go like 120 right now. Come on, man, why uphill? Just give me downhill, I gotta get there. Come on. Don't you go to sleep on me. Somebody slap this guy. Somebody slap him across the face. No sleeping. Come on, go faster. If my guy goes to sleep, I'm gonna be so mad. If he passes out before we get to the rest area that's right there, I'm gonna be so mad. Come on, man. Will we make it? That is the question to be answered. Will we make it? Find out next time on. I'm just kidding. I'm just. I'm sorry. Bad joke. Bad joke. Enough of that, Darian. Stop it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had a supporter of mine come to me yesterday and ask me about scams and what to look for on the internet. Um, you should never trust anything that is sent to you randomly that is a link. Like the is this really you? Haha question mark, and it looks like it's a Google link. Those are fake, guys. Those are fake. Don't click on them. They're not real. And don't fall for that either. Alright. Alright, let's get some rest. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. What do we got behind us? Alright. So let's so like our trailer's going to naturally turn to the left. We're just gonna swing it around like this. I don't think we need to do a backup like that. Yeah, we're gonna clear that trailer. No problemo. We can turn this off. We won't need that anymore. We are 9 hours away. I will cut back when we're about an hour and a half away, and I will see you guys then. And we are back. Okay, we have 1 hour and 55 minutes remaining on this trip. Let's go ahead and put that away so that we can do this. We're gonna slow it down here, kind of match our speed with this Explorer. It's been a long trip, guys. It has been a very long trip. The speed limit is 75, and we got a bit of an uphill battle here, so we're gonna kind of keep the engine roaring here a little bit so that we can keep this momentum. I just really hope you guys are all having a good day, a good week, a good month, stuff like that. Um, Make sure you guys have, people where they're supposed to be on the tree, and never just push somebody out of your life. I think that's a really important thing. And always make sure that you have somebody to talk to, somebody that you trust enough just to be able to vent, because it's not healthy to keep everything bottled up inside. Albuquerque. Wow. We discovered Albuquerque. And when you keep stuff bottled up inside, you I guess most of the time unintentionally dwell on it, and you think about it a lot more than you should, and it's not fair to you. I didn't know which one I was supposed to take. I had to. That was an emergency switch right there. Um, it's really important to yourself to be fair to yourself, and know that when something is going too far, that you need to make that decision on your own. Um, I will never push somebody out of my life. I will never force someone out of my life. Now, I might not let somebody into my life initially, but once somebody's in my life, I will never force them out without giving them, you know, the opportunity to better themselves, unless what they did was a personal attack on me. Like, if you go out of your way to come after me, then that's different, right? That's something else. And man, friends are so important. They really are. And having friends just in general is such you don't think about it until you need them, until you want someone to talk to and you feel like there's nothing left. That's when you realize and you really start to sit back and think like, wow, I have no friends. It's such a depressing thing to say, because it's like an Xbox meme. Ah, you got no friends. But it's true, right? It's You really start to think about yourself when you come to that realization that you don't have friends. And something I learned, um, I always kind of knew, but it really, really it hit home the last like month and a half, is that there's no replay button on life, guys. Everything you do, once it's done, and only only time can really tell how much damage you did with what you did. And the severity of that damage is always going to be on you. And it's not fair or right to blame somebody else for the mistakes that you made. And that no replay button thing is serious, because I tweeted it out. Everybody makes mistakes, Everybody has those everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Okay, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just sung the Hannah Montana. Oh my god, the throwback to when that was a popular song. Oh my god. I wasn't going anywhere with that statement, by the way. That was only meant to be the Hannah Montana lyrics, and to just roll into that. That there was no afterwards of that. I didn't know where I was going. I kind of lost my train of thought when I kind of made the decision that I was going to sing the lyrics. But Oh man. Just make sure everything you do is something that you're going to be happy with in the future, because I can tell you right now that I've made some decisions over these last year, over this last year, 2 years, that if there was a replay button in life, oh man, I'd be doing the cha 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 on top of the button, just trying to get my second chance. And you just don't. And just remember that. You know, think about that kind of stuff when you're doing things, because you can really hurt the people that you care about, ranging from friends to family, and you know, there's no way to go back. Once you've hurt them, and that's always going to be there, right? No matter what you do after that, that's always going to be there. Space and time, space and time are the most important things. It's the most important medication. Space and time is the strongest medication. That's why when they say, "Oh, you're getting too stressed," blah blah blah, they offer you a vacation, right? It's not because they have some kind of deal with the cruise line companies. No. Oh man. Man. These things are so hard. How do I skip? Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it. I can't. I can't. I just can't do it. The double jointed trailers, they're just not for me. I'm yeah, no. I just can't do it. It's oh, double jointed trailers. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I don't think I was too depressing in this video. It really is. Everything's a learning experience. Um, everything is a test in life. Everything is to see how you're going to handle your next situation. And when you handle a situation and you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, I did that wrong, or I messed up, or man, how could I have done that differently? Don't think about it like that. Sit back, realize what you did wrong, understand what you did wrong, understand how you hurt that person, whether it be your friend or someone you care about or a family member. Just realize how you hurt them, and understand that if you get that second chance to be their friend again, or to work out the things that you did wrong, that you have to learn from the mistakes that you made, because because sometimes you're only going to get one chance. But if you get a second chance, you got to make the most of it, because getting a second chance means that they care as well. And this goes back to the tree. If they care enough to give you a second chance, that means they're giving you the opportunity. They care enough about you to give you the opportunity to fix the things that you couldn't do right the first time. And that means that they care about you as well, and that's a root to your tree. I'm gonna end it on a quote. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness, and bad days give you experience. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys just try to bring positivity to yourself, to your life, and just make the most of everything. When you get hit, it's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and get back up. It's something like that. I butchered that quote. Just ignore that. The quote before that one was the better one. Anyways, this has been Weird Darren. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, prosperity, love, happiness, blah, 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 blah. Deuce.